my name is Gigi and I'm a lobster and welcome to a unprofessional review of Captain Marvel. And why unprofessional? Because I am definitely not a film reviewer. So let's just go and say what I liked about the film. And have people tear me apart on the internet if I'm constantly looking up, because I've got a bright shiny laptop screen so I can pull details which I've forgotten about because, yeah, I do this. And I'm recording this on a phone because reasons. I'm useless. Anywho, so Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is a film which got released today here in the UK, and it's directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck. And I'm not aware of any of their previous productions. Probably should have looked those up before I started, but as I said, I'm professional. So honestly, this film, honestly, personal opinion, it's a good film. Is it one I'd ever see again? No. It's an odd one, because I've watched this film all the way through, obviously, in cinema. And I don't know, but I don't know. It was only after while I was watching it, I was really enjoying it, and I also enjoyed the acting. I enjoyed most of the characters, and just afterwards, I've just left feeling, I don't know, like it was missing something special. It's a very odd one, to be sure. So yeah, let's just go for a few things. So the characters, the new character, obviously being the main one, being Captain Marvel. Honestly, I love her. I absolutely love her. She's really nice. She's a good character. I think she's a good and she's a good character to add to the Marvel roster. If, I don't know, a little generic at points, I don't know. Maybe that's just me being cynical. Maybe it'll require a rewatch. But again, I went and saw this movie like maybe an hour or two ago. So yeah, take anything as a thing of I've only seen this film once. It was Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury is still freaking fantastic. I've always loved Jackson's performance as Nick Fury. He just goes and brings such a life to the character, and always able to come out with a few chuckles, which is just general from a Samuel L. Jackson role. Unless it's a super serious role, but you get what I mean. Yeah, but I don't know. The plot actually rather good. And that was actually one of those things which I was really worried. It's really worried, and yeah, does it have your standard-ish? Yeah, this is a little bit of spoiler territory, so I'll go and put a little time code on screen if to part where I'm noticed. It does have a bit of a twist to it, and that twist is, I don't know, it's kind of something which I should have seen coming a lot earlier. It's an odd one. It's just one of those twists which just hits you, and it's there, and I don't know. It's something which is so basic that I'm not certain. It completely fits in with the character, but it's just like I just don't know how I didn't see it sooner. To be fair, but it was going to be really, really basic, really bad. But then it was when looking back on it, it's a matter of considering the characters it was playing. It was the characters, Alien Empire, which is the main focus of the film, which is the Kree. It shouldn't surprise me much as it does. But yeah, other than that, the plot's just really, it's just a really solid plot. It's just a bunch of it. Just some interesting to it, and some interesting little insight into the. Well, I think it's some interesting things where it's trying to force continuity onto the existing Marvel series history. Well, the MCU's history, which makes sense to be fair, considering it's finally dealing with an era which wasn't really covered. If it hasn't really been covered before, so they can kind of be a bit inventive with what they do, and some of the bits are really cool, and some of them are actually really fucking funny. It was especially those who watch it, the eye thing. Yeah, that's explained. Nick Fury's eye. Yeah. Hopefully that's not too much of a spoiler. Again, if it is, just attack me in the comments. I'm happy to listen because oh dear, fuck it, why not? But yeah, I don't know. But it's just it has it is. It's just there was just certain bits and pieces, like all the action sequences, actually really fun. They're just inventive. They go and make use of the character, use of the whole sci-fi aesthetic kind of well. Some of them are a little underwhelming, I'd say, especially when it gets to the later parts where you've got the fully powered Captain Marvel, fully realizing her powers, and it's just like, yeah, but it just feels like it feels very much, I don't know, it feels very much like she's really isn't having to do anything. She's just so powerful that none of them can really face up to her, which is a problem because it doesn't feel like there's any stakes in those final stages. Again, that's just my personal opinion. If you don't think the same, then feel free to explain why, but I don't know, it just felt a bit odd, in my opinion. But yeah, trying to think of something else to think. Probably going to be a jump cut right here. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, so actually, there was one thing which, when I went to started just looking over things and thinking over it, which really got to me about why the plot seemed a bit weird. That, well, Captain Marvel herself doesn't really seem to have too much of an arc. But I mean, she kind of, she doesn't really grow as a character. It's just like a matter of, it's sorted out very quickly. It's just a matter of, near the end, it's just with the, you know, what's the spoiler, is it just twisty sort of thing. It kind of just, it just became a thing of, she kind of just suddenly just accepts things. There's no real growth, it's just suddenly, boof, I'm a good guy now, I'm fighting for these guys, I'm now fighting for this, I'm fighting for this, and yeah, famous heroes, fuck these guys. She doesn't really grow as a character. There's no real growth. Like in the original Iron Man, you get this thing of slowly, Yeah, you got you got Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark slowly developing into being Iron Man, to being this hero. Captain America, you got him from going and being just this kid who's so sort of himself to being a bit more, I don't know, a bit just being more of a character, but Marvel doesn't do much. The problem is that, the fact is, I know this, I went just found out that this movie has not been received well by audiences. I can't see it as, I don't believe it's terrible. I really don't see what some people are saying. It's like, some of the lines are a bit forced, and yes, some of the retconning there is definitely some retconning with how they operate, but I don't know. It's an odd one to say the least. Yeah. Essentially, just to wrap this off, it's just, would I recommend this film? Yeah, I would. But to anyone who already enjoys MCU films. But to anyone else, I don't know. I don't think that you'll get much out of it. I don't think it's going to convince many people to go and think, oh my god, MCU films are the best now. No, that's not going to happen. Not in a million. Yeah, never. This film's not going to be the one which will turn anyone's mind. But yeah, it's just unoffensive. It's a good film. It's kind of middle of the road. It's just kind of a middle of the road MCU film. I don't know, maybe just something like an Iron Man 3 or whatnot. That there was no, okay, maybe Iron Man 3 is not the best one to use as a reference because I know a lot of people don't like Iron Man 3. I personally just thought it was what do I'm trying to think of a film which go and get, which would be a good. That's the problem. I can't even think of one. Generally it's been a thing of Marvel being either awful or maybe a 4. That's my best. That's my best frame of reference. A 4. because honestly, 4 is I think. I mean, the 4 character is sort of interesting, but the film itself really is kind of middle of the road. No one really gives a damn about it. No one really cared about that particular film. I don't know. But yeah. But there you go. Honestly, that was an unprofessional view. If you liked it, maybe hit that like button. And if you want to go and put up with this, with the frankly insane content schedule that this channel will have, with literally no sense of bit of direction, I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna put out a small introduction video after this one just to explain what the hell this channel's about. But honestly, I just will be making whatever content which goes and suits my mood at the time. So to be frank, it could be literally anything. So yeah, don't put too much to consistency. I'll probably go and create a few more personal views if people enjoy them. If not, hey, I'll probably still make them anyway because they amuse me. But yeah, I've been Giggy. You guys have been an audience, and I'll see you next time, I suppose. Bye.